Hello there guys and welcome back to the FIFA 21 Career Mode with PSG, and today we've got episode 21 of the Career Mode, and in today's episode we are going to be taking on Chelsea in the Champions League. So in the last episode then I revealed who we are facing in the round of 16. As you guys now know, we are taking on Chelsea, which I'm pretty excited to. I haven't faced Chelsea in this year's FIFA in the Champions League as of yet. So I'll be excited to play against them, obviously with their new signings, Werner and Havertz. You can see some of the other games as well. But like I say, we'll be playing the first leg in today's episode. Here is how the league table then is looking at the start of today's episode. You can see we do have a game in hand, so do Rennes and a couple of other teams as well with Marseille. And we are taking on Marseille first in today's episode. We are on 47 points, but if we do win this next game against Marseille, we go 5 points ahead of Lyon. In the last episode then, we had quite a big episode. We ended up selling Wilfried Zaha to Bayern Munich, 59.9 million euros. And in replace of Zaha going, we ended up going and picking up Leon Bailey. Coming up then in today's episode with some big games in the league. We want to stay top of the table, of course. And like I said, if we don't win our first game for today's episode, we'll only be 2 points ahead of second place. We need to win the first game and obviously the second game as well, which is going to be against Monaco. So another big game in today's episode. And also we have the first leg against Chelsea in the round of 16 in the Champions League. So if you guys do enjoy today's episode, please go down below and hit the like button on the video. We can get above 100 likes, guys. That would be amazing. Like I said, we've not got many episodes left now of this career mode, so please show your support down below. Like I said, the majority of you watching this video right now aren't actually subscribed to the channel. So if you do enjoy today's video, please go down below, hit the red subscribe button. It's completely free and you can always go back and change your mind. So let's get into some of your guys' comments then from the previous episode. And don't forget guys, when you get your comments involved, leave them down below in the comment section. I'll be sure to pick some out for the next episode of this career mode. So into the first one, in which I think comes from Sahu, saying, will you be managing a national team? If so, which? By the way, like your content. I do appreciate that comment there from Sahu. And like I say, in terms of international management, to be fair, I did the one with Germany. I just feel like with international management, EA really lack in terms of, you know, exciting content in terms of international management. Like I said, we've got offers here from Greece and Brazil. And if you guys are interested in me doing another international management career mode, let me know down below in the comments. But for me, it feels like once you've done one, you've pretty much done them all. So let's get into the next comment then for today's episode, which does come from LM10, saying make a Barcelona career mode after season 2. Now, this career mode, this PSG one, is going to last 2 seasons. Ideally, when I did begin this career mode, I wanted it to last only the 1 season. I thought we'd smash through and win the Champions League final. Obviously, that wasn't the case. We ended up losing in the semi-final to Bayern Munich. So I am interested in making a new career mode after this second season. Barcelona is on the radar of making a career mode with them. You can see at the moment in this career, they are at the top of the La Liga table. So either next, I'm thinking Barcelona, or we might go back to the Premier League and do a career mode with Manchester City and just make sure that is only a 1 season career mode and try and win as much as we can. But like I say, I am going to want to do some Road to Glory career modes. Some teams, you know, obviously not in the top 8 of some leagues, but I'm thinking about that towards the end of, you know, FIFA 21 cycle. I think for now we can still get through some top teams and still make some good career modes with them. But anyway, let's get into the final comment then for today's episode, which does come from Conrad, saying maybe buy Moussa Diaby. He has great potential and he already has played in PSG, so it would be realistic. Now, I did look at this guy, funny enough, before I went ahead and decided to buy Leon Bailey, but I just noticed he did make the move to Barcelona, I believe, in this second season. I can't remember what year we're in now in the second season, but 2021 he joined Barcelona. As you can see there, he can't, the team just won't sell him, but we could buy him for his release clause. Now I'm pretty certain we have enough, but like I say, considering he just made the move to Barcelona, I thought let's go ahead and sign Leon Bailey. But if he didn't make the move to Barcelona, I think Diaby would have been the signing I would have made. So before we do get into the first game in today's episode, I want to quickly show you guys the top scorers in the league and the Champions League. So you can see Mbappe there, 25 goals in 20 matches so far in the league. And I know you guys have already seen the club overall top scorer and top assister, which is Mbappe. Only Neymar is one behind Mbappe, bearing in mind. You can see there, Neymar's got 7 in the league in terms of assists, but Neymar's on 9, Mbappe's on 10 in overall competitions. Let's go over there to Champions League now. And you can see the top scorer is currently Martinez at Leipzig with 9 goals in 6 matches. Mbappe only a goal behind him on 8. But let's get into the first game then in today's episode, away from home, taking on Marseille for our final, well not actually our final, I was going to say our final game in January, but it's not. We do have one more game coming up, which we are going to simulate, but we've got Mbappe up front, David Neres on the left-hand side. I did want to start Leon Bailey, but he's only got 21% match sharpness, match sharpness at the moment, so I'm going to leave him out for today's game. and maybe play him in the next one against Monaco. But let's get into this one away from home to start today's episode off and get the win. Oh, that's a great pass. That's a great pass. Oh, luckily Kimpembe does block out the second pass though. Here we go. Neres now. Get that ball. Oh, okay. Just the touch there wasn't great, was it? Let's be honest. Marseille looking to get straight on the counter-attack though. After that, Berisha now. Okay, the tackle. Marquinhos can't do anything about it. Kimpembe can't. And you do get a shot on goal. Navas being able to save that one. 8 minutes in, and we do concede a corner. And I got to admit, I feel like Kimpembe should have done a little bit better there. Should have caught up. But, like I said, they do get themselves to corner now. Let's just try and get this headed away. Don't want to concede early. Verratti there with the header. And here we go, Mbappe. Here's a lot of chance now to run with the ball. Obviously got 99 sprint speed as well. But for some reason, players still keeping up with him. Mbappe, here we go. Slightly getting ahead now. Maybe get a low cross into the box. Oh, okay, I thought I was going to find Neymar. It was close to, but unfortunately nothing coming of it. Verratti, here we go now. Is that Bernat? And it was Bernat, but we are going to lose it. Neymar, great through ball. Mbappe being able to run on to the end of this one. Mbappe's going to put this in the back of the net. And of course he does. 18 minutes in, we'll just turn 19 minutes. Mbappe scores the first goal of the game, and we go 1-0 up against Marseille. I'm pretty gutted in a way, just for other players in the team that aren't really scoring. But this just means there Neymar gets himself another assist. So Mbappe and Neymar are both on 10 assists now, and Mbappe just increasing that goal tally even more. But there we go, the first goal of the game. One thing I've noticed as well, okay, we might be through here again. Neymar, the pass to Mbappe, getting caught up, but the shot is away, and Mbappe makes it 2-0. 25 minutes into the game, and it's pretty much over for Marseille, almost in this first half anyway. Unless they do get a late comeback, maybe just before half-time. But I was about to say, I've noticed that the realism mod from FIFA has been sort of released to alpha testers. Now, obviously, you can become an alpha tester if you're willing to pay the $10 or £10, whatever, what's it called now, patron fee. And not that I'm against paying the fee, but obviously it's a testing version at the minute. So I don't want to get it, mess up the career mode or something like that. So hopefully by the time we do start the next career mode, the full version will be out. And I can go ahead and purchase that and get the realism mod in these career modes. Okay, Marseille here, working a few passes. Oh, Kimpembe gets the foot in, but doesn't stop the attack fully. Savic now having to come out, and Savic being able to get the ball there. Play the pass up to Mbappe now, in towards Neymar. Okay, the free ball back again. Maybe down for Neres. Oh, this is great. This is great. I'm about to get the pass across to Mbappe, and we can. Mbappe, 3-0. 40 minutes in, Mbappe gets his hat-trick. And yeah, I think this game's pretty much over. I think we'll play till half-time, maybe a little bit of second half. And if it still stays the same or we get a fourth goal, I think we'll just jump to the end result. But I didn't expect this game to be so easy, but you know, we've strengthened the team, and Neres, you know, really making an impact. And I think he does have high attacking work rate, low defensive work rate. So he does find himself in some good positions for us. But there we go, Mbappe. 1-on-1 with a goalkeeper. 9 times out of 10, he's going to put it in the back of the net, isn't he? And there we go, 28 goals now in the league. And I know the competition record is 44. Maybe Mbappe could go ahead and beat that this season. Okay, Marseille might have something up the sleeve here. Lopez just getting through the defence. Pereira, crucial header, doesn't get it. Tries to kick that one away, and Navas punching it away. Kimpembe, is he going to get to that? He's not going to get to that. Oh, okay, so close. They're going to get a throw in. And looks like they are going to make a change as well. In fact, I think we'll make some changes before I do. We'll go ahead and jump to the end result. But I just want to see if Marseille... Okay, if we can get this cleared here, then I think I will just jump to the end. Let's just take a see now. Castillo. And, okay, Sakai. Okay, just going to concentrate. Verratti coming back. Still can't deal with it. And the shot is on. Navas. And they are going to get the corner now in this game. I just want to see if Marseille do manage to get a goal. Because, like I say, if they do, it does turn things around for us. And here we go, the cross in. And the header. Yeah, the header wasn't great, was it? Let's go ahead and make some changes. And sim to the end of this game. So, who needs some game time? I think Keane needs some game time as well. Kira could do with some game time, get him in at right back, and then I think we'll get Alaba. No, actually, I want to keep Neymar fitness quite high, so we'll get Dele Alli in there. Let's jump to this end result now. So let's go ahead, jump to result, and we still get a 3-0 win. Nothing else happening. Mbappe picking up a yellow card, and the subs are made. Never actually got made. I should have gone back in game and made the subs, and I can't go back up here for some reason. But the subs are made, never got made, but in the end we get a 3-0 win and the 3 points to start off today's episode. So after that win then against Marseille, the 3 goals from Mbappe getting us to 3 points. You can see we're still 5 points now ahead of second place. Lyon was 6 points ahead of Monaco in 3rd place. But like I say, we do have a game against Monaco in today's episode. We also have quite a lot of games in the league. But like I said, I pretty much made a promise to you guys that any teams that aren't really in the top 8 or maybe in the top 5 or 6, I'm not going to play against because, you know, we've got pretty much the strongest, you know, team in the league. And it's pretty unfair, and like I said, the amount of goals we'd score, it just get pretty repetitive and boring. So we are going to sim a lot of games in the league, so this league position could change in today's episode. So one thing I didn't notice then was that Mbappe actually picked up a red card in that last game. Either obviously accumulation of too many yellows, or he actually picked up a red card. I did not notice that whatsoever. So coming into this next game then, we will not have obviously Mbappe up front now. Who can we have up front instead? I think we're going to have to go with Moise Kean. I don't think we actually have any other player that can play up front naturally. Can Bailey? No, Bailey can't either. No one else in the reserve. So Moise Kean's going to have to play up front for this one. It's not the end of the world. Let's get Xavi Simons on the bench just in case. You can't have too many. Okay, we do have quite a lot of midfielders. Let's get Xavi Simons swapped off and left back coming onto the pitch. And let's keep that team as it is. Moise Kean needs all the support he can get. So we're going to keep Neymar behind him and Dembele and David Neres and try to keep the team as strong as possible. And in fact, Verratti's going to come into the side as well. So let's go ahead and quick sim this. We are at home for this game. Come on, Moise Kean. Let's have a good game in this game. And we get a 2-0 win. Dembele scoring and Neymar. Unfortunately, Moise Kean, what was his rating for that game? He got 6.8 ratings. Didn't have the best of games, but then to be fair, he hasn't really played a game in quite a while. So we got a player chat here then from Dele Alli, and you can see I need more games, Gaffer. Not playing isn't good for where I am in my career. Now, I totally understand. Since bringing him and Fabian in, obviously we was playing a 4-3-3 originally, so we had 3 midfielders, and Neymar was out on the left-hand side. Now Neymar's playing cam. Obviously, I've got Dele Alli that can play cam as well, and Fabian and Savic. Some of the players that can play cam. Dele Alli just isn't really getting much game time, but I do feel like we can get him some game time still soon. So we're going to say you're still in the squad. But like I say, I'll try and maybe change things up in the next game. So let's get the next sim game then out the way. We're against Brest, who are currently in 16th place in the league. So we should be able to go ahead and win this one. Like I said, we are away from home, so I'm going to play the strongest start 11 I can. And again, Verratti not in the start 11. I need to change that before we do go into games. But let's go ahead and quick sim this one. When we're at home, I am thinking to start maybe playing Moise Kean more. But okay, Dele Alli did start last game. We've got a draw, 2-2 draw. That is not great. Nemecha. Is that Nemecha from Man City? That'd be interesting if that is Nemecha from Man City. Although I don't think he would be playing striker because I think he is naturally a cam. But yeah, the 2-2 draw isn't great. Only picking up 1 point. Let's take a look at the league table. So we are still 5 points ahead of Lyon. But you can see now Monaco are pushing themselves into second place on at 50 points. So we're now only 4 points ahead of second place. Like I mentioned before, everything could change in today's episode. We've got so many games coming up in the league that I am going to simulate. Games like that could happen, and the 2-2 draw just isn't good enough. So let's get into the next game then for today's episode, taking on a team that's currently in 19th place. And you can see I've changed the team around for this one. Moise Kean up front, Dele Alli at cam, Garnegay and Fabian at CDM, David Alaba coming into defence, and also Kira getting a game at right back. So the team is quite weak at the moment, but like I say, we are at home for this one, so I'm confident we'll get the win. Please, guys, if need be, get Mbappe on, and they didn't need to in the end. Neres scoring a goal in the 39th minute, Neymar coming on, Savic coming on as well in that CDM role for Fabian. And who had the best game? Well, you can see there Neres and Dembele both had a good game, and Neymar didn't have the best of games, but then again, he was a sub, and Fabian and Dele Alli didn't have too bad of games, but like I say, we got the 3 points that we needed. But up next then, we do have a game in the French Cup. You can see we did get through into the round of 16 after, I think, simulating the last game. Yeah, we did, and we got the 2-1 win against the League 2 side, but this time we're against Metz, and we're away from home. So I'm a little bit worried, because you guys have seen, obviously not the last game, the game before, we drew 2-2. And so I need to make sure we got our strongest starting 11 here. So Verratti, again, I still haven't changed that. And yeah, the team looks pretty strong to me. Obviously, Neres and Dembele could do a little bit of a rest. I've got a feeling Leon Bailey might get brung on for this game. Obviously, I'm still training Bailey up to get his match sharpness up, but we're all away from home. So let's go ahead and quick sim this against Metz. Please get the win, guys. And we do get the win. Savic being the only goal scorer in that game. Fabian coming on for Neres in that sort of left attacking midfield role. Marquinhos picking up a yellow card. But more importantly, we're through into the quarterfinals. So let's get into the last soon game then for today's episode. Another one away from home. We've got Dele Alli on the right hand side. Dembele just hasn't returned to fitness, so I think it's safe to play Dele Alli there and get him some game time as well. Away from home, a little bit worried might get a draw or even a loss. Could really do with a win to stay 5 points ahead of second place. Let's go ahead and sim. And yes, we get a 1-0 win. Thank God. Only small goals. Sarr coming on there. Was that the Sarr from Watford? I'm not sure. But Neymar grabbing himself a goal there. 10 minutes in. Fabian coming on. Moise Kean coming on for Mbappe as well. Like I say, most importantly, we get the 3 points. So before we go into the next game then, against Monaco, you can see Monaco have dropped down into third place. Lyon back up into second place now. We are still 5 points ahead of second place, which is great. Like I say, we can't underestimate Monaco. Look at our record so far. 17 wins, 2 draws and 6 losses on 53 points. Only 7 points behind us. And like I say, that gap could close if they go ahead and beat us in this next game. So here's how we line up then for the game against Monaco. You can see we've got pretty much the same starting lineup, except this time Leon Bailey is going to make his debut for us. Now, he might have played in a game where he simulated. Obviously, the assistant coach has subbed him on. But for me, it's my first time playing with him. And I'm excited to see how he does forwards. We've got Verratti and Garner Gay in that CDM role. Just taking a look at, I'm about to say Bayer Leverkusen's team. Because you can see Monaco got 2 of 3 of, I think, Bayer Leverkusen's players. You've got Jonathan Tarda in defence. Paulinho, and if that's the Paulinho, like I say, from Bayer Leverkusen. And also Volland up front. So an interesting side. Let's get into this one against Monaco and go 6 points ahead of them. Garner Gay gets the pass up to Mbappe. Now out wide to Dembele. Maybe back through there for Mbappe. Can he get on the end of that? And he can't, but he wins it. Oh, go on, Dembele. Get the shot away, and he does. Oh, my God. 4 minutes in. And we go 1-0 up against Monaco. Dembele being the scorer, and I did not expect that whatsoever. Like I said, I thought Mbappe couldn't get to it. They're going to clear it for a throw-in, most likely, or even a corner. But take a look at that. You can see the free ball there to Mbappe. Luckily, he gets it there, but gets the pass through. And even Dembele getting a shot off and beating the goalkeeper. But there we go. That's what obviously helps, having all these great players in your side. They can pull off things like that. There we go. 1-0 up against Monaco, 5 minutes in. So Cesc Fabregas is actually retiring at the end of the year. You can see Leon Bailey just loses the ball there. But it'll be interesting to see. One thing I don't know if happens in FIFA. Will I see... Well, let's say I carried on this career mode and Cesc Fabregas becomes a manager of Monaco. Would I actually be able to see him become the manager of Monaco? Is that a thing, or does that not happen? Because, okay, I've got to concentrate here. We might actually concede here. Volland getting in a good position, picking up the ball. The back through for Volland. And yeah, I do concede. Volland, 14 minutes in, is going to be the first goal scorer for Monaco. And to be fair, that was a great teamwork goal. I'm obviously, sidetracked talking about managers. And Monaco go ahead and score and equalise 10 minutes after our first goal of the game. And not great. Near post, OP you could say, but here's the replay of it. And like I say again, I just didn't close him down. Great run. And there you go. Gets it under control and fires it past Navas. 1-1 now in this game. But as I was saying, just quickly go back to the topic. It's one thing that sort of annoys me in this game. Let's say Ancelotti, for example, leaves Everton and goes to, let's say, I don't know, Man United. Let's just say Man United. That just doesn't happen in career mode, which is annoying because I'd love to see that happen because it's just something random in the game. And they need to include more random things like that in the game that should happen. I think Dembele, Dembele going to be offside. Great through ball there from Dembele to supply Mbappe. Okay, he's on his right-hand side. Trying to go across the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper makes a great save. Leon Bailey pushing for this one, but unfortunately can't get the ball. I mean, Leon Bailey hasn't really seen much of the ball, to be honest. He's been attacking a lot down this right-hand side. But that's where all the space has been, as you can see. Down there once again, maybe inside for Neymar. Leon Bailey, go on, through again. Neymar, okay, with the shots, asking a lot there, but Jonathan Tah raised a good clearance. Let's get ourselves a corner now. Neymar to whip this one in towards Mbappe with the header. But again, nothing is going to come from the header. Leon Bailey to score, and Leon Bailey scores 28 minutes in. And we go 2-1 up now against Monaco, and I really did not expect that at all. We tried to play it within the lines. And, I don't know, it's just quite tight in there. But Leon Bailey somehow manages to squeeze through. You can see the pass across here, Neymar to Mbappe. And Leon Bailey, I thought, you know what, no way he's shooting. But luckily the deflection from the defender, which was Jonathan Tah, who just saved him from the shot with Neymar, unfortunately allows that one to go in. And like I said, originally it was going across the goalkeeper. But there we go, second goal of the game. And Leon Bailey's first goal for the club on his debut for us. Mbappe, through ball down to Leon Bailey. Goalkeeper was out there. Okay, maybe roll this one. Never mind, don't need to roll it, just keep it, take the shot on, Bailey, oh okay, the goalkeeper's had to make a save, And this guy, considering 20 minutes ago, or however long I was saying it, you know, in game time, he wasn't getting a touch of the ball. He's now seeing a lot of the ball and creating a lot of chances. And, okay, maybe the goalkeeper didn't get a touch to it. But, again, not a bad effort from him. Through for Mbappe. Go on, 3-1. And what? Going again with the shots. And, okay, even that doesn't go in. And I think that was Jonathan Tah saving him once again. And let's take a look at this. Garnagay takes the shot on. And yeah, Jonathan Tah does get a foot to it. Not a bad defender for him. Obviously, even though he helped with the deflection for the second goal, he is helping him a lot. And there we go, punched away from the goalkeeper. Marquinhos. Kimpembe up towards Dembele. Okay, Neymar's free. Neymar, okay, a little bit of trouble inside. Dembele in towards Leon Bailey. And to be fair, I think he was offside. Leon Bailey, pass inside to Mbappe. Neymar, okay, go on Neymar, turn him. That is great. Go on Neymar, 3-1. Got to be 3-1, and it is 3-1. 53 minutes into the second half. Neymar scores, and it's now 3-1 against Monaco in this game. Like I say, just short passes. Neymar, you know, been able to turn around the defender. I was thinking he was going to do maybe not a 360, but a 180. But you can see here, just pretty much touches it away from him. And there we go, fires that one in, past the goalkeeper, across from him. And it goes 3-1 now in this game. That's Neymar's 9th goal of the season. A lot of goals if he wants to catch up Mbappe. Neymar, great pass down to Dembele. Could he make it 4-1 in this game? Dembele just takes his time. Go on, finesse shot. And there we go. He makes it 4-1 now. 63 minutes in this game. And Dembele scores. Is that for the second time? Yeah, it is for the second time in this game. I was thinking he might have scored in the first one. Getting confused. But Dembele's second goal of the game. And to be fair, I was going to shoot first time and try to go near post. Because you can see he had the advantage. But held it back. Went for the finesse shot across the goalkeeper. But there we go, 4-1 in this game now. 5 goals for him this season. And I'm going to make a few changes and jump to the end result. These first 2 games have felt so easy. And I want to say I don't know why. But maybe just because, you know, the team is really good now. You know, these games will start becoming a lot easier. But we're going to change, you know, the 3 central attacking midfielders there. Let's resume. Get them changes made. And then jump to the end result now. Because obviously we made that mistake in the first game. Jump to the result. There we go. It stays at 4-1. The 3 changes I've made. Nothing happened after that. But we walk away with the 3 points. So here is how the League One table is going to end off for today's episode. Because the next game is in the Champions League. So we played our final game for today's episode in the league. You can see we're still 5 points ahead of second place at Lyon. And, you know, they've kept up the speed. You know, 5 points ahead at the start of the episode. Now 5 points still at the end of the episode. Monaco now in 3rd place. And we're now 10 points ahead of them, which is nice. I'm just hoping we do have a game against Lyon soon and we do beat them, and we can possibly go 8 points ahead of them. But we do have Chelsea then next in the Champions League, and just taking a look at the Premier League now, and Chelsea are in 5th place, 14 wins, 10 draws, and only 3 losses this season on 52 points. So interesting to see 10 draws, quite a lot compared to the other teams near their position. Man City on 7, you could say, Man United on 6, Leicester on 6, but Chelsea in double figures for the amount of draws they've had this season. Here's how we line up then for the final game in today's episode. You can see we've got pretty much our strongest starting 11 out. No Leon Bailey for this game. Even though I wanted to play him, he's nowhere near full fitness. So I've had to keep him off for this game. You can see Chelsea's team, Werner up front, Pulisic on the left, Kovacic on the right-hand side. No sign of Kai Havertz, which is interesting. You can see Thiago Silva and Boateng in defence. They must have signed Thiago Silva on for a second season. But in terms of our team, got Fabian and Savic in that CDM role. Now, obviously, I could play Garnagay there to, you know, to help with a little bit defensive. But I'm going to try and play Fabian there and Savic, see how it goes. Try and play a little bit more attacking and help with the passes up front. Got Neres on the left-hand side, Mbappe up front. Let's get into this game and start off with a win in this first leg. So into this game against Chelsea then. And like I say, I'm not looking forward to playing him. Having Timo Werner up front. Interesting to see no Kai Havertz in the team, but obviously he might get subbed on at some point. But here we go, Chelsea starting off not too bad. Fabian being able to block that one out, but Bernat getting done there. And Chelsea playing with a fast pace here. Okay, Werner with the shot in off the post already. Wow, 6 minutes in, Chelsea not a bad chance. Let's try and get a counter-attack of our own. And we definitely don't want to be going out in the round of 16. We want to be going all the way this season, all the way to the final. Neymar, oh my god, how they allowed that through? How they allowed Mbappe through so easily? Go on, and there we go, 1-0. 9 minutes in, Mbappe scores. And that just seemed so easy. How have Chelsea allowed that through ball to happen? And I've got to be honest, I know a lot of you guys were thinking sliders, all this, that and the other. I've been trying to increase them, you know, bit by bit. If I win a game 4 or 5-0, I'll go ahead and up the CPU sliders, so obviously they're faster, shot error is lower, stuff like that, but still allowing me to get through the defence like that. And I did see in the comments in one of the recent career modes, I think the Real Madrid one, the very first one I did, they mentioned how when you're in the Champions League, you're playing some of the top teams, obviously, in Europe, and they're all attacking, they all play attacking. Do you know what I mean? I never played a team in the Champions League that isn't attacking. Maybe Sevilla, that ended, I think, 1-1, and then they scored a second goal in extra time. I think something like that. But most of the time, they'll play attacking. So they allow, players to run in behind, and that's how we're playing, aren't we? Allowing the ball to run in behind the defence and get on to Mbappe. So it is helping with the style of play, but it does make it look very easy. And we are going to get the corner here, 15 minutes in. Go on, Neymar, whip this one in. The second goal of the game, maybe. The header. Oh, and the header just wasn't on. Savic inside. Neres, could he make it 2-0? And okay, the shot was blocked there. Boateng, a great slide tackle. And that is going to go out for a corner there. Cleared by Thiago Silva. And here we go, another chance possibly. I feel like corners are absolutely pointless. But let's whip this one in. Okay, we get sort of a header on that, but nothing from it. Neres now, the pass. And okay, players down. Is that Kante down for them? Okay, Neres. Okay, maybe back to Neymar. And okay, the back pass and the shot is on. And oh my god, 2-0. 21 minutes in. I think Kante is back up on his feet. Obviously not a serious injury, but it might take him off. But there we go. Neymar, the second goal of the game, 20 minutes in. And we go 2-0 up. And I feel like today Neymar's had such a better episode than Mbappe. But there we go. Great back pass there from David Neres to Neymar, who was sort of not free in space, defender on him, but enough to get the back pass and do something with it. And there we go. Third goal for him in the Champions League this season. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ziyech is through. Ziyech makes it 2-1 now. 30 minutes in. And we've just allowed him to get in behind the same way Mbappe did earlier. And I think the assist was from Timo Werner. And no way. Okay, we're off to such a great start. 2-0 up. Obviously, it's not all over yet. Obviously, we've still got a goal ahead. But we're still only in the first half. And okay, yeah, the assist from Timo Werner again. Just allowed the running behind. And maybe not just behind, but behind, and through into open space there. And Ziyech takes strike. And there we go. Beats Navas quite easily, to be fair. Navas not really moving. And Ziyech, how many goals this season? Okay, his third goal for him as well in the Champions League. Neymar, pass inside Mbappe, trying to create something here. Not much space, no one. Okay, Savic maybe. Okay, ball up to Neymar. First time finesse shots. Okay, wow. Oh, wow. I really thought that was in. It wasn't the first time. He did take a little bit of a touch. But, there you go. So you take a little bit of a touch, but finessed it quite early. Ends up just going wide of the post. Okay, that's not a bad ball over the top here. Kovacic being able to get on the end of it. And, okay, just being able to try and get to this one with Bernat. And, okay, he's running away from Bernat at this point. Neres trying to help out as well. Okay, Bernat trying to put a tackle in. Couldn't. But there we go. Into half-time now in this game. Still 2-1. A close effort just towards the end there from Neymar. Unable to find it on target. But, yeah, into the second half now. Hopefully we can get another goal and get a little bit more comfortable once again in this game. Neymar, through ball down, trying to get that down to Dembele. Okay, Chilwell dealing with that one quite easy. But one thing I noticed at the break, okay, another great ball over the top. The AI does really like to play them balls. Kovacic on this one again. And okay, being able to get past Bernat there. Kimpembe, go on, deal with that. Get it cleared, get it cleared. Okay, that's okay, cleared quite decently as well from him. But one thing I did notice that Neymar is quite low in fitness. Might try and sub him off at some point. Okay, there we go. I thought Neres might have been offside. And he does end up being offside. So Kai Havertz has ended up coming on for Jorginho. You can see he's on the ball now. Just trying to keep track of some of these runs. And I'm just guessing with that change, they're going to go try and go a little bit more attacking in the second half. If they're not attacking enough. But having Kai Havertz obviously help with that. And okay, play that one down. Dembele, Chilwell keeping up with him. Go on, just roll that one inside towards Mbappe. Neymar, through ball. And Boateng read that one easy. Okay, great ball from Kante up towards Werner. He's looking for a pass. Okay, he's able to get it in the end. Back to Kante. Savic not being able to put a tackle in. Okay, get this one cleared. And there we go, Neres. Fabian. Okay, let's just play this one up. Mbappe. Okay, maybe on the counter. And, okay, over to Neres. Not the pass I wanted, but I must have pressed square there. But Neres, okay. Okay, Neres. Go on. Get a low cross inside. And, okay, couldn't get an end of that one. But it's 73 minutes in. We are going to make two changes in this game. Gay is going to come on for Fabian. Just try and help us just be a little bit more defensive. Well, not help us be defensive, but help in that defensive area when needed to be when Chelsea do get on the attack. And also, Dele Alli is going to come on for, I think, yeah, Neymar is going to come on for Neymar. Like I say, Neymar's been brilliant this game. I can't fault him. So, Dele Alli's going to come on to replace him. But here we go, corner now. Let's whip this one in. Dembele to take. The header. Oh, no, my God. The header from Savic. 74 minutes in after making the changes. And I was almost going to put Savic at cam, funny enough, and bring Verratti on instead and go on a gay, what have you. But instead, Dele Alli's come on. But Savic scoring a header. And I'm sure it might not have been in this game, but the game before I said how corners are pretty much useless. But there we go, Savic, one of the tallest players we have on the team, going neck to neck there with Boateng and getting the header in above Azpilicueta, what am I on about? Azpilicueta, Kepa, sorry. And there we go, 3-1 up now in this game. Another ball over the top here, Pulisic, not long left to go in this game now. Can we just keep it as it is? Azpilicueta, okay, the ball there to Havertz. Let's get that one cleared. No way. No way. A late goal from Kai Havertz means Chelsea are now only 1 goal behind us. 3-2 in this game. Now, I was hoping that we'd close this one out. 3-1. You know, great first leg, what have you. But here, just being able to get the ball cleared. Bernat, what is he doing there, playing the ball back to Havertz? Should have just got it out to the sidelines if possible. But Havertz there, waiting patiently. Gets the ball back from Bernat. And there we go, beats our goalkeeper Navas, and there we go, Havertz coming on. Getting Chelsea another goal in this game, and as long as we don't let them get a third, sorry, should I say. Dembele, can we get another goal ourselves? And we can't get another goal, but there we go, the ref blows to the full-time whistle. Not the end of the world, we end up getting a win, the 3-2 win, but obviously it just means it's a little bit closer in the second leg. So into the post-match interview here then, and you can see from the interview, you can see, were you worried about Chelsea's late goal? Could the game have slipped away at that stage? Now obviously it could have slipped away a little bit late on for him to go ahead and get a third goal, but the fact that he got the second goal, I'm not impressed with at all. That late on into the game, we should have just held on to the ball, maybe gone ultra defensive, part the bus, you know what it was, and just secure that 3-1 win. But unfortunately we sort of allowed Chelsea not back into the game, because obviously they still lost, but it just helps them in that second leg. So I'm going to show you guys now then the other results in the round of 16. So you can see Bayern beating Inter Milan 2-1. Obviously them games at the bottom there haven't been played, but these games have. Monaco beating Juventus 2-1 in their first game. Man City beating Leipzig 1-0. Atletico Madrid losing 2-0 to Leicester City. And Real Madrid and Napoli drawing 0-0. I'm a little bit surprised at them bottom two results. Leicester City, I really thought Atletico Madrid would have beat them, if I'm honest, you know, comfortably and got through into the next round. But the fact Leicester City have gone ahead and, you know, made it 2-0 in that first game is impressive. And then Real Madrid just haven't been up to par there, 0-0 in their first game against Napoli. But I'm just going to say then, before we do end off today's episode, Neymar has had a great episode in today's episode. You know, getting himself, I'm pretty sure he is the top assister now in the club. In fact, we're going to take a look. Even though it was showing the start of the next episode anyway, doesn't really matter, does it? Let's have a look at the assist and go down. Just depends if Mbappe's assisted. And, okay, no, Neymar is now the top assister for the club on 14 assists. Mbappe behind him, only one behind him on 13. And Mbappe now 96 rated. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Only 23 years of age. But yeah, Neymar now, like I say, he has had a good episode. But also as well, I think Leon Bailey, for that game he did play against Monaco, you know, scoring one as well as I think maybe assisting one. I know he definitely scored one in that game. He's had a good episode as well. But that's going to be it then, guys, for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have, please leave a like down below on the video. Don't forget to join us in the next episode. We'll obviously have some more tough games in the league, trying to secure ourselves maybe an early league win once again for this second season. But also we're playing the second leg of this round of 16 against Chelsea. And you just seen how close that game was. You know, they've just got to go late on. And it just causes more trouble in this second leg. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed it, subscribe, hit the subscribe button down below. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode.